You don't know how good this makes us feel right now. Thank you.
Was that the alien at the end?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, you're the only people who get to see that alien. We're not showing it to anybody else. It's not going in the marketing materials, so you get the only glimpse. So everybody's going to ask you, what did it look like? Was it scary? But we figured we're going to try to keep as much a mystery as we can. There's a whole end of the movie that's all about the aliens on the ground that we're kind of holding back from showing because we want to keep a sense of mystery. So it's, you know, not that popular, but we want the campaign to leave something to the imagination so that when you actually pay to see the film, you actually don't feel like you've seen it already. And by the way, it will be shown in glorious 2D.
Same price.
Yeah, same price. Same price as 3D. No, no. So yeah, come early and often and help us fight through a competitive summer. So if you want to see movies shot on film in 2D, let the theater owners know that the fans still think 2D's not dead yet. Thank you. Shall we? Yeah, hi.
John, thank you for bringing us great movies in the theaters every year. I know you're a great director. Do you prefer acting better?
No, I see you're wearing your Cowboys and Aliens shirt, so I guess you were at Comic-Con? Yeah? Oh, good. We've come a long way, huh? It's getting better. Good. Well, yeah, thank you. I enjoy directing more, to be honest with you, because now that this has become part of directing, now that when we're trying to lock picture and finish off effects and get the music in, the moment where it tends to be the most trying and there's the most anxiety from the studios and you're trying to figure out your release and your marketing campaign, to be able to come here and show you this and to feel like we're throwing a party and to have it be appreciated so much, it makes directing the most fun job there is in the world, for sure. Yeah.
John, thank you for bringing Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford together, and also bringing in one of my favorite actors, Sam Rockwell.
Yes.
Yeah! And my question is, I know you're not directing Iron Man 3, but would you be open to at least cameoing as Happy?
As Happy Hogan? Yeah, look, it's I love Shane Black. I'm not familiar with the work of the writer that they just announced that they hired, but you know, I'm very grateful for the opportunities I've had with Marvel. It's introduced me to all of you, and now we move on together, and they're moving on in their own direction. So I continue to be supportive of them, and I can't wait to hear what they have in mind. I'm, of course, open to anything. I love that franchise, and I love those guys. Thanks. Yeah.
Hi. Were you guys purposely avoiding using historical figures, like, say, having Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp teaming up on an alien?
Absolutely. Absolutely, we were avoiding that. No, you know, we want it to be someone we want it to be people you can relate to. In fact, we should talk about the Western. There's a long history of cameos, and there's no small parts in a Western. And the reason you get people like Sam Rockwell, you get people like Paul Dano, Walt Goggins, Ana de la Guerra, they all come out of the woodwork because every part matters in a Western. There's no small parts in it. And obviously, John's amazing at casting, and we were so lucky to have, I mean, everyone in the movie, no matter, even if they're on for 5 seconds, is just giving it their all, and they're fantastic.
Yeah, and I think that part of making too many historical figures in it, it starts to feel cute, and we wanted the humor. You guys got it. I mean, you guys are the first audience to really see what this movie is about and where the fun is. The fun isn't in making fun of the fact that they're in a Western. The fun is about it blowing their minds and trying to wrap their heads around what they're experiencing and how do these small people fight against such long odds with such superior technology. That's the fun of this film. And I think by peppering in cute cameos of historical figures, I loved it in Deadwood, but I think in this film it would have interfered and make it a little less mythic.
Until the sequel.
Thank you for coming out. And my two questions are, who is doing the music for this movie?
My two answers are Harry Gregson Williams. What's your next question? Go ahead. I don't want to make you wait online
just
again.
Real quickly, who's doing the special effects?
Well, we have a combination of ILM doing the, and that's why I'm up here visiting with those guys. The best, Roger Gayet is the supervisor, and the people who are doing the physical stuff, the puppet work and all the practical, is a shop called Legacy, which are the people who were formerly Stan Winston Studios.
I'm from New Mexico, and there's been this big controversy in our state about tax incentives for movies, and this discussion that like Avengers will be pulled from filming in the area. I was wondering, since you shot in Santa Fe, if you could speak to things like tax breaks in New Mexico and how that affects industry coming to our state.
I mean, first of all, we couldn't have made the movie we couldn't have put as much dollars on the screen as we did if we had not gone to New Mexico. Conversely, we were there for 3 months, giant crew, all of us there spending a ton of money, so I really think it's mutually beneficial, and I hope that'll continue. And
I'll say also that part of, we shot in a combination of California and New Mexico. I'm in a place in my career where I don't really chase the tax breaks. We went with New Mexico primarily for the look of it. We really liked it, and to film in the summer, it worked very well for us. There's a really good film infrastructure. We built a lot of our sets in California. I think the tax break situation is a tricky one, because I don't think that the film quality should be compromised by chasing tighter margins. But if it's best for the film, as it was in our case, to shoot a combination of LA and New Mexico, I thought it was great. Rather than doing CG set extensions, you really had beautiful landscapes and a great community of filmmakers there in New Mexico as well. But California, I think, I prefer shooting here when I can as well.
Screen Team Media.